So let me tell you guys a story of a match I've had, and let me also show how this match came out. It was me and my team versus that team. I mean, there was also a third team, but they're leaving, because, yeah. So me and my team, we start running to school from Forest, but before I ran to the school, I brought Mithril. It was so I could have an extra 8 defense before I run to a fight. So my Jackie starts scouting, and my human starts throwing attacks, because I thought he was also scouting. And as we were running through, my human got hit by a double guillotine that was on the floor, and my Jackie gets poked out by a Vanya and Adela. And right when a Vanya appeared right in front of me, I ran away, because I didn't want to die. That was the first thing I thought of. And then I went to the bush and cooked my holy water after. So after I drank my holy water, I ran back in there and seen that everyone was spamming cameras, recon drones, and traps. But I used an EMP drone. It was to disable traps and camera, so any vision just basically in general. But my human tries to destroy a trap with his auto attack, and Adele just bursts him by flashing in after, or blink, because they're not the same, I guess. Unless you get a tactical skill module for blink, then it's completely different from flash. And I saw my human almost die, so as a Hyun Woo, I tried to help him by pushing Vanya to his death while Adela killed him, which is definitely what I wanted. But if Adela wasn't going to kill him, then it was definitely going to be Vanya after that. So I ran after Adela, since he almost killed her. And while she was trying to run away from me, I decided to help her by pressing R and pushing her farther away from me. And the worst part is that Vanya got in the way. So I pressed W to make sure she, CC'd me in any way, as well as Adela. And I tried pressing E, and then I knocked her down, thank goodness. All of this was happening while my Jackie was fighting a turret that was shooting at her. So after my Jackie executes her, it's now effectively a 2v1. It should be easy, right? Well, me and my Jackie groups back together, and my Jackie starts hitting the Vanya, but stops after like 2 hits after realizing she can't do damage to her, because Vanya gets a shield that can cover about 25% of her HP when she catches her own butterfly, or something like that. So she tries to wait out the shield by running away from her a bit, but right then, that moment, I tried to wall stun Vanya, but it didn't happen because she has a skill where she's unstoppable, she does a lot of damage for some reason. While she does this, she dashes forward. So I ran out of there after I failed, and my Jackie attempts to try to fight her again, but runs away after the first hit she does, because another shield was refreshed on the Vanya. Then after she ults, it doesn't hit anyone, but made me and Jackie split ways. So we were on our own for a while. Jackie was getting human, while I owned Adela. I was able to land a few hits on Adela, but then Vanya came. I thought I was dead, so I tried to fight her until I was gonna die. But I landed everything on her. The bluff, the wall stun, the random punch that I just landed. But these 3 hits gave me faith, thinking that I could live through this situation. But then I stopped attacking her, realizing that I wasn't doing any damage at all. So with my new profound hope, I just ran away. I saw something on my left, and then I remembered that Adela is still alive. So I went back to own her, and then Vanya dared to fight me again with my new profound hope to win. Then I see my human come back almost healthy, well, at least kind of healthy, like half HP. And he came back to help me with Jackie behind him. Vanya fled, and I beat down the Adela. So now, this is a 3v1 situation. We can't lose, right? So here's how it starts out. Me and my team claimed the safe zone, and it was ours, and we had to keep Vanya out, and Human was really trying hard to keep her out, while me and my Jackie were just waddling around in the safe zone. But he was actually able to score some hits on her actual HP, by the way, and it was to the point where she was just standing in school for a few seconds, and after that, I was kind of wondering why she was doing that, and she bought a recon drone that she used on herself, for some reason. But I need to pause real quick on the fight, because I was checking Vanya's inventory. This whole time, throughout that whole fight, she had 1 healing item. And that was only pizza. I was freaking out when I was just looking at the replay, because she only had 1 healing item. Do you see my team's inventory? Do you see it? Because me and my team, we had pizza, we had salmon steaks, we had yellow sweet potatoes, and first aid kits. But apparently, when she ran out of pizzas, she bought fried chicken. And she also ran out of that as well. The Tatsubame they had, she had all the health items apparently. She had the first aid kit, and she had pizza. Along with a double guillotine. So, if anything, after we killed her, or at least my Jackie killed her, then we had more healing items of our own after that. But that was a while ago. So anyways, back to the fight. Vanya, who has no food to heal with anymore, jumps in to fight us. Yumin tries to keep her out, but she forces her way into the safe zone with all of us in it now. And we know that Vanya can instantly kill us all in one skill if we bundle them together. Or 2 skills by that matter. So me, my team, we try to make a perfect square with Vanya so she can't kill us all at once. In other words, we spread out. So my Yumin starts it all off by poking her with his range. And then she pokes me and my Jackie with her ranged attacks. She loses about 20% of her health at this moment, and my Jackie saw that was the moment to go in to get the perfect kill on her. But right when she jumps in, Vanya gets a whole shield to herself and then ults her. So me and my Yumin ran out of there, but Jackie was asleep, and Vanya took this moment to ignore my wall stun and destroy like 80% of my Jackie's HP in 3 seconds or less. She parries her way out of there and runs away. And I'm talking about she wasn't even on my screen anymore, ran away. She ran up and then all the way left to this bush, and she sat down eating fish and chips for that whole while. But going back to me and Yumin, after Vanya scared our Jackie away with her 50% shield, we took matters into our own hands. So I see Vanya running away, so I started like fighting her by using uppercut and all that stuff, right? And then Yumin dumps all his skills on her. I also ulted her to like lower her defense. We did all of this to break her shield down until she had none left. Only for a few seconds later for her to get another one. That is progress, my friend. And I could tell my Yumin was getting pissed off. It was to the point where he all-in dashed on her. But he was doing actual damage. Look at her life bar. It was going down. But he got overconfident in the end. So Vanya got a whole 50% shield again after his second dash in. Luckily my Yumin gets out with 20% HP. But he had to blink out. Now it's a literal 1v1 situation here though. Between me and Vanya. But with me being at low health, that's a different story. So I'm kind of forced to fight Vanya at this moment, because we need this safe zone, and if she stays in here, we're kind of screwed, because we'd have to approach her again. But my Yumin came to help me out, because he realizes that I either keep missing my E, or it just doesn't work. So he stands from a distance to help me out. So I continued this fight as a 2v1 situation, until I had to forcefully leave by blinking away from, well, her death sentence attack. But in the end, my Jackie came running back to the fight from behind Vanya. That's right, we went from square to triangle. We gained around her and started beating her. Vanya was gonna die, but it didn't happen because she reactivated her W, well, which is pretty much to make her, like, you know, invincible for like a second and a half or something. And she got another 50% shield. So me and Jackie run away from her shield, and Yumin was getting chased for a small while. They trade damage, but my Yumin barely lives. So then we all group again down here. But at this moment, Yumin was knocked down and I got scared. But it's okay, it was the next day. There was no more safe zone at all. Our Yumin was down and it was only me and Jackie, making the situation an official 2v1 situation. Unless we revive Yumin. But then me and my Jackie thought of something. She should blow up because she has less time than us, because she wasn't even in the safe zone any longer than us together. So keep in mind, we're unable to see our opponent's detonation timer, or whatever you want to call it in the game. We can only see it now because, well, this is a replay, so that makes sense. So we ran away. We didn't think of fighting anymore. I hit the sand mushroom thinking it was worth it. I was enough distance for the Vanya to dash on me. So I pressed W on reaction, and Jackie was following me from behind. And what I saw was gonna devastate me, because the last thing I saw Vanya do was ult. And we were in the perfect direction she needed to be in. She does that, presses totem, and then after, she presses E. We will both die. But in the last moment, she blew up. So yeah, we won. That's how we won against the one match out of the many.